close your eyes, let your body soften, and allow this voice to guide you into a gentle world of the night sea. Above you, the sky spreads wide, wearing its deep velvet cloak. Upon that endless canvas, countless stars shimmer faintly, like silver dust scattered across the heavens. At the center, the full moon hangs bright and calm, pouring down a tender silver glow. Its light touches the ocean, stretching out in a luminous path of rippling silver, leading from the shore where you stand all the way to the horizon far, far away. The sea whispers, its waves rise and fall in steady rhythm, slow and unhurried, like the deep, even breaths of a giant at rest. One wave rolls in, embracing the sand, then retreats, leaving delicate traces upon the wet shore. Another follows, softer, gentler, folding over the sand, then fading away, again and again, over and over, a soothing lullaby sung by the ocean itself, written just for you. The sea breeze drifts closer, carrying the scent of salt, cool and clean. It brushes against your skin, runs its fingers through your hair, and hums softly at your ear. Sometimes, carried within the wind, comes the faint call of a night bird, a fleeting note across the sky before dissolving back into the vastness. And there, far in the distance between sea and sky, stands a quiet silhouette, the lighthouse, tall, steadfast, and ancient. It has witnessed hundreds, perhaps thousands, of nights like this. From its crown, a beam of light turns slowly, steadily, sweeping across the waters. Each time it passes, the sea seems to glow, then dim again, then glow once more, an eternal, patient rhythm. That light does more than guide wandering ships. It shines for weary hearts, for restless minds. Tonight, it shines for you, a beacon for your dreams, a lantern leading you away from the weight of the day and toward the gentle embrace of sleep. You step slowly across the sand, each foot sinking softly into the cool earth, each step washed clean by the tide. The sand cushions your feet, the moonlight softens your body, and with each step, you drift closer to the lighthouse, closer to the mystery, closer to the quiet refuge waiting there. The sea does not hurry, the moon does not hurry, and neither do you. Everything slows down, everything softens. The worries of the day dissolve like foam upon the waves, vanishing into the vast ocean of silence. Take a slow, deep breath. Let the ocean air fill you, and breathe out gently, letting the wind carry away your weariness. Every breath now belongs to the rhythm of the sea. From afar, you hear the gentle creak of a moored boat swaying with the tide, wood tapping softly against the water, a lullaby of its own. A few lanterns glow upon the deck, golden light dancing with silver moonlight, painting a dreamlike scene, half real, half imagined. And you, all you need to do, is surrender. Surrender to the journey that lies ahead, a journey beneath the moonlight, beside the night sea, a journey where each chapter is a step deeper, a step softer, a step closer to your dreams. The lighthouse still waits, its light still turns, steady, eternal, like a heartbeat of the night. It will guide you, it will watch over you, and tonight, you will rest. The night sea is breathing, slowly, endlessly, patiently. You can hear it now. The sound of water folding over itself, rolling forward in silver shadows, traveling across the moonlit surface until it finally reaches the shore. The wave sighs, soft and low, before it melts back into the ocean, leaving behind nothing but a faint lace of foam. And then, without pause, another comes, and then another. Each wave is a voice. Each wave is a whisper. They do not speak in words, and yet they speak directly to your heart. They tell you that nothing in this world is hurried. Nothing in this world is forced. Everything flows. Everything returns. Everything finds its rhythm again. Just as the ocean always finds the shore, you stand at the edge of the beach, where the sand is cool beneath your feet. The water slides toward you, brushing gently against your toes, then recedes again, as though the sea is greeting you with each step forward and each step back. The sand shifts and sighs, moving softly beneath you, carrying away every trace of heaviness from your body. You feel lighter, as though each footprint is not a mark of weight, but a moment of release, a quiet surrender to the earth beneath you. Above, the moonlight flows over everything. It rests upon the water, it rests upon the sand, and it rests upon you. The world feels bathed in silver, softened in its glow. Even the sound of the waves seems slower, rounder, calmer under this light. It is as though the entire ocean has fallen into a dream, and you are being gently invited to step inside. The air around you is cool, fresh, tinged with salt. It moves across your skin like a soft fabric, brushing against your hair, circling your face, whispering at your ear. It brings with it scents of faraway waters, and somewhere in the distance, the faint call of a seabird. The sound lingers for only a moment, before dissolving again into the vast stillness of the night. Everything drifts, everything fades, everything softens into the same gentle rhythm of the waves. Wave after wave, whisper after whisper, the sea continues its endless lullaby, and as you listen, you begin to feel that lullaby inside yourself. Your thoughts, once scattered, grow slower, your heartbeat begins to soften, your breath deepens, rising and falling in time with the tide. The more you listen, the more you feel yourself becoming part of the ocean's rhythm, until it is not just the sea that is breathing, but you and the sea together, sharing one steady breath, one steady calm. Some say the ocean remembers everything, that each wave carries stories of distant islands, of wandering ships, of ancient shores. Perhaps it is true. Perhaps tonight, the ocean brings you not a story of places, but a memory of peace, the oldest memory of all. In its rhythm, in its whispers, you hear a reminder that all things come to rest, that all things return, that every storm eventually falls silent, and every restless thought eventually drifts away. Between each wave there is a pause, a silence deep enough to hold the whole world. And it is in this silence that the sea reveals its secret. It tells you that even in motion, there is stillness. Even in endless movement, there is rest. You do not need to search for peace, it is already here, folded into the rhythm of the waves, waiting for you to notice it. So you let yourself listen more deeply. You listen until the sound of the ocean is no longer around you, but within you. You listen until each whisper is an invitation to let go, to release the weight of the day, to sink deeper into calm, to drift farther into dream. And you accept that invitation, slowly, gently, without resistance. The ocean surrounds you now. Its whispers curl around your body like ribbons of sound, winding through your thoughts, loosening them one by one, until each thought slips free and dissolves into the water. There is no need to hold on, no need to think. The waves will carry everything for you. The waves will do the remembering. The waves will do the dreaming. All that remains for you is to listen to the endless, tender voice of the sea, to listen until your breath is no longer your own, but the breath of the ocean itself, to listen until your heart beats in the same rhythm as the waves, to listen until the hush becomes everything, and in that hush, you rest. The waves remain behind you, whispering their endless song. But now your steps begin to carry you farther along the beach. The night is wide and tender, and the sand beneath your feet stretches on and on, glowing faintly beneath the moonlight. Every grain of sand seems touched by silver, as though the moon itself has descended and scattered its light across the earth, leaving a shining path just for you to walk upon. You move slowly, without hurry, as though time itself has slowed to match your pace. Each step is soft, cushioned by the cool sand, and as your foot presses down, the ground gives way gently, holding you for a moment before releasing you again. The marks you leave behind are faint and fragile, and before long, the sea will sweep them away. And yet, in this moment, each step feels eternal. Each step feels like a quiet promise that you are being carried forward into calm. The moon above you shines steadily, watching over you like an old friend. Its light spills across the beach, spilling into pools of brightness that stretch and shimmer with the movement of the tide. When you look out to the water, you see the surface broken into thousands of sparkling fragments, dancing like liquid stars. They flicker and fade, appear and disappear, just like thoughts drifting across your mind, here for a moment, then gone. And the more you watch them, the easier it becomes to let your own thoughts dissolve in the same way, fading softly into nothing. The night air is filled with the hush of the sea and the quiet murmur of the wind. Together they weave a tapestry of sound, gentle and low, guiding your steps along the path. The air feels cool against your skin, yet comforting, like the brush of a hand smoothing over you. You breathe it in slowly, deeply, and as you do, you can almost feel the calm settling deeper inside you, filling the spaces where tension used to hide. Each breath is lighter than the last. Each breath brings you closer to ease. Ahead of you, the sand curves into the distance, a silver ribbon unrolling beneath the stars. The farther you walk, the more you sense that this path is not just of sand, but of time itself. carrying you away from the noise of the day, carrying you toward the stillness of dream. You do not know where it leads, and yet you feel no need to ask. The path is gentle, the night is kind, and the moon above is guiding you. That is enough. Sometimes, as you walk, you notice small things. The way the wind shapes ripples in the sand, like waves frozen in place. The way a seashell glimmers faintly, catching the moonlight as if it were a tiny star that has fallen to rest on the shore. The way the shadows of distant rocks stretch long and soft, merging with the darkness. Each detail feels like a secret, offered only to you in this quiet hour. Each one slows you further, softens you further, eases you deeper into rest. The lighthouse remains in the distance, its light turning, sweeping slowly across the sea. Each time the beam passes over you, it is as though a gentle hand has brushed across your shoulder, reminding you that you are safe, that you are not alone, that you are being guided. The beam fades, and the night takes you back, cradling you once more in darkness and silver glow. Again the beam returns, and again it leaves. Its rhythm is calm, patient, eternal, like the waves, like the breath, like sleep itself. Your body grows lighter with every step. The weight of the day has already fallen away, carried off by the tide. Now, as you walk this moonlit path of sand, even the weight of thought begins to drift. Your mind no longer reaches forward or clings to the past, it simply moves with you, step by step, in this endless present moment. There is no need to go faster. There is no need to hold on. All that is asked of you is to walk gently, to listen, to breathe, and so you do. You walk, and the sand holds you. You breathe, and the night fills you. You listen, and the waves whisper to you. Slowly, tenderly, the world folds itself around you, as though the sea, the sand, the wind, and the moon have all agreed to carry you forward together. You are no longer just walking along the beach, you are being carried deeper into stillness, deeper into dream, deeper into the gentle heart of the night, and with every step along this glowing path, you drift further away from the waking world, and closer to the soft embrace of sleep. The moonlit path carries you forward, and as you walk, the sound of the waves grows deeper, fuller, like a voice that has lived for centuries. Within that voice, hidden between the rise and fall of water, you begin to sense echoes of something more. It is as though the ocean is not only whispering to you now, but also telling you stories, stories it has carried for so long. Stories born upon the backs of ships that once crossed its endless waters. Close your eyes and listen. In the rhythm of the sea, you can almost hear them, the creak of wooden decks, the rustle of sails swelling in the wind, the low murmur of sailors singing to the stars. These sounds are not here now, not in this moment, and yet they exist, woven into the memory of the ocean itself, a memory the waves never let go. Long ago, ships passed this very shore, guided by the turning light of the distant lighthouse. Some were small, carrying fishermen returning at dawn, their nets heavy with silver-scaled treasures of the deep. Some were great vessels, tall and proud, their masts reaching like fingers toward the heavens, carrying families, carrying hopes, carrying the weight of dreams across the sea. Each ship had its story, each ship had its voice, and the ocean remembers them all. You can imagine them now, drifting in the moonlight. A ship glides slowly across the horizon, its sails glowing faintly like pale wings. Another rocks gently in the distance, lanterns swinging with the motion of the tide, casting golden sparks onto the dark water. Each vessel seems ghostly, quiet, wrapped in a silence that is not lonely, but peaceful, as though they are resting in the arms of the night. Much as you are, the sailors upon these ships once looked toward the same lighthouse that watches over you now. They would have seen its light sweep across the waves, steady and faithful, and felt the same reassurance you feel in this moment. The light told them, you are safe, you are guided, you will find your way. And tonight, that same message reaches you, carried across time, whispered into your heart by the rhythm of the waves. Step by step, you walk along the beach, but in your mind, you are already drifting. You are not just a listener now, you are part of the story. You are standing upon one of those ancient decks, feeling the sway of the water beneath you, the breeze filling the sails above. The air is cool, the stars are close, and the horizon is wide and endless. The sea carries you gently forward, and you trust it completely, just as you trust the steady beam of the lighthouse far away. And then, slowly, the ship fades. The sails dissolve into mist. The lantern light becomes a shimmer upon the waves. The sound of creaking wood softens into the hush of the tide. All that remains is the ocean, and the memory it holds. But the calm stays with you. The peace remains, wrapping itself around you like a cloak, wave after wave. The sea continues its endless remembering. Each wave carries a story. Each wave carries a dream. And as they reach the shore, they release those dreams softly, laying them at your feet like gifts. You do not need to hold them. You do not need to understand them. Simply let them pass through you. Let them drift. Let them carry you deeper. The longer you listen, the more those memories blend into your own. You are no longer separate from the ocean, no longer separate from its stories. You are walking not only on sand, but on centuries of dreams. You are moving not only toward the lighthouse, but into the timeless heart of the sea itself. And as you continue along the moonlit shore, the voices of those ships, those sailors, those travelers of long ago, fade into a single sound, the whisper of the waves. Always the waves, eternal, unbroken, soothing. They have carried countless souls before you, and tonight, they carry you as well. You walk, you listen, you breathe, and the memories of the ships become your own. The path of sand continues beneath your feet, and still the waves sing their endless song. Yet now, as you walk farther, your eyes are drawn again and again to the distant tower. The lighthouse stands firm upon the rocky edge, tall and unwavering, its presence both silent and strong. It has been there for longer than memory, longer than the ships whose stories the sea remembers. It has always stood, and it has always watched, and above all else, it has never slept. The beam of light turns slowly, patiently, sweeping across the dark horizon. Each time it passes, the world seems to shift, to pause for just a heartbeat, as though the sea itself holds its breath to receive that glow. The beam touches the water, the sand, the air, and then moves on, disappearing into the night before returning once more. Steady, calm, eternal, a rhythm not unlike the rhythm of the waves, a rhythm not unlike the rhythm of your breath. As you draw nearer, you begin to feel the weight of its presence. The tower is not merely stone and light. It is a guardian. It has weathered storms and lightning, rain and wind, and still it has never faltered. It has stood in silence through nights darker than this one, when clouds hid the stars and waves roared against the shore. It has stood in brilliance on nights like tonight, when the sky is clear and the moon lends its silver blessing to the earth. No matter the night, no matter the sea, the light has never ceased. The light has never closed its eyes. You feel comfort in that constancy. There is a tenderness hidden within its strength, a quiet promise whispered through every turning beam. You are safe. You are guided. You are never alone. And as those words echo softly in your heart, your own body grows heavier, softer, as though you too are leaning against the tower, letting it hold your weariness, letting it carry your watch while you rest. Imagine now that you are standing at its base. The stones are cool and ancient beneath your fingers, worn smooth by centuries of wind and salt. You can hear the faint hum of the great lamp above, a low, steady sound that seems to vibrate gently through the walls. Step closer. Place your hand upon the surface. The tower hums like a heartbeat, slow, patient, alive, and above you, the light continues to turn. It does not rush. It does not tire. It does not waver. Each sweep of the beam is like the slow closing of an eyelid, and then the slow opening again, like the calm rhythm of breath, like the soothing rise and fall of waves. Watching it, you feel yourself fall into that same rhythm. Your thoughts align with it. Your body surrenders to it. You no longer count time by minutes or hours, but by the turning of the light, the turning of the night, the turning of the dream that waits for you. The lighthouse, unmoving, becomes your anchor. No matter how far your mind drifts, no matter how deep your dreams carry you, it remains steady, a quiet guardian, always there, always shining. It watches over the sea. It watches over the shore. And tonight, it watches over you. You may rest without fear, for the light that never sleeps will keep vigil. You breathe in slowly, and the air feels heavier, sweeter, filled with calm. You breathe out gently, and with it, you release the last fragments of thought that still cling to you. You breathe again, and now your breath belongs to the same rhythm as the tower, the same rhythm as the waves, the same rhythm as the endless night. The light sweeps once more. It touches you, brushes across your body like the soft hand of a friend, then moves on, Darkness returns. But it is not empty, it is warm. It is safe. It is inviting. Again the light returns. Again it leaves. Each cycle carries you deeper. Each turn draws you closer. Each moment is another step into rest, and so you stand in its glow, wrapped in its silence, listening to the hum of the tower, watching the patient circle of its beam, until slowly, gently, you are no longer standing at all, you are floating. Floating in light. Floating in shadow. Floating in the quiet embrace of the sea. The lighthouse holds you. The lighthouse soothes you. The lighthouse never sleeps, and because it never sleeps, you may. The lighthouse fades slowly behind you, though its light still sweeps the horizon, steady and calm. As you continue your journey, the sound of the ocean deepens. Its whispers surround you more fully now. Not only outside, but within. You feel the sea in your breath, in your heartbeat, in the gentle heaviness of your body. And as the night grows softer, you begin to realize that the sea itself is dreaming. Close your eyes, and you can sense it. The ocean is more than water, more than waves. It is a vast, endless mind. And tonight, it dreams in silver and blue. Each wave that rolls forward is a thought. Each ripple is a memory. Each tide is an exhale. As you listen, those dreams begin to reach you. They drift into your imagination like feathers upon the wind. And before you know it, you are floating within them. At first, you dream of drifting across the water upon a small wooden boat. The moonlight paints the surface in 1,000 shining fragments, and the boat glides effortlessly, as though it is being carried not by waves, but by the hush of the night itself. You hear the soft creak of wood, the gentle lap of water against the hull, and then, from the depths below, a sound like a low, distant song. The sea is singing to you. Its voice is deep, resonant, endless. You cannot understand the words, perhaps there are no words at all, but you feel their meaning, a promise of safety, a promise of rest. The song rises and falls, echoing the rhythm of your breath. And you let it carry you farther, deeper, softer. Then, in the dream, you see shapes moving beneath the surface. At first they are shadows, dark and slow, but soon they take form. A whale glides beneath you, vast and serene, its body shimmering faintly in the moonlight that pierces the water. Its movements are graceful, unhurried, as though time itself bends to its pace. You feel its presence in your chest, a deep vibration like a heartbeat that is older than the world. For a moment, you and the whale are one. You share the same breath, the same silence, the same endless calm. Around you, smaller shapes dart playfully, dolphins, sleek and joyful, weaving through the water like dancers of the night. They leap into the air, their bodies glistening silver, then dive again with splashes that sound like laughter. Their joy is simple, pure, and it spills into you, filling your heart with ease, loosening the last threads of tension. You smile in your dream, though you do not realize it, For the dolphins are carrying your worries away, scattering them like drops of water that vanish into the sea. The dream shifts again, as dreams always do. You are no longer upon a boat, but floating weightlessly within the water itself. The ocean holds you as though you belong to it, as though you have always belonged. You drift through gardens of glowing coral, each branch lit with a faint light, swaying gently in the current like fields of flowers. Fish move among them, shimmering like jewels, their scales flashing emerald, sapphire, gold. They pass by you without fear, as though you are part of their dream too. As though tonight the ocean has invited you fully into its heart, and deeper still, the sea shows you visions, dreams within dreams. You see distant islands bathed in dawn, their shores kissed by gentle tides. You see great storms breaking, then passing, their fury dissolving into calm. You see ships from long ago, resting now beneath the waves, their timbers softened, their sails dissolved, but their stories still alive in the whispers of the tide. Each vision flows into the next, seamless, timeless, endless, until you can no longer tell where the ocean's dreaming ends and your own begins. The sea dreams, and you dream with it. The two of you are no longer separate. Its vastness is your vastness. Its calm is your calm. Its silence is your silence. And as you drift deeper into its dreaming, you realize that this dream has no need to end. It stretches on, as boundless as the ocean itself, and in its embrace, you may rest forever. The waves continue their song. The light of the lighthouse turns far behind. The moon watches above, and you, carried gently upon the dreams of the sea, drift farther, deeper, softer, until sleep folds around you like the tide. The sea dreams, and tonight, you dream with it. The dreams of the sea slowly fade, like mist dissolving in the dawn, and once more your eyes are drawn back toward the lighthouse. It stands tall against the horizon, its light still sweeping across the night in steady, patient circles. The closer you come, the larger it grows, until its presence fills the world before you, ancient stone rising into the sky, silent and strong, a watchful guardian of the waves. You step onto the rocks at its base, and beneath your hand the stone feels cool and warm, smooth from centuries of wind and salt. A heavy wooden door waits before you. When you push it open, it creaks softly, and the sound echoes upward, spiraling into the hollow tower above. Inside, the air is still, carrying the faint scent of salt and iron, and from far above, you hear the quiet hum of the great lamp turning. Before you stretches a spiral staircase. It winds upward, narrow and endless, disappearing into shadow and light. Each step is made of stone, cool and solid, yet each one seems to carry a rhythm of its own, as though the staircase itself is alive, breathing slowly with the turning of the tower. You place your foot upon the first step, and the sound of it echoes softly, rising upward, circling, until it fades into silence. You climb, slowly, steadily, step by step, The staircase curves around you, wrapping you gently in its spiral. Each turn of the stair feels like a lullaby, rocking you, guiding you upward without effort. Your body grows heavier, yet the climb feels weightless, as though the tower is lifting you with each turn. The rhythm of your steps becomes slower, softer, until you are no longer walking but drifting, carried by the spiral itself. The light from the small windows falls in patches upon the steps, silver beams of moonlight streaming through narrow slits in the wall. They spill across the stone in gentle shapes, circles, lines, shadows that shift and stretch with every step you take. You pass through them like walking through fragments of dreams, half awake, half asleep, until even light itself feels like something soft enough to rest upon. Upward, always upward, the stair continues. It winds and winds, an endless ribbon, circling deeper into silence. With every turn, the hum of the lamp above grows closer, low and steady, like the pulse of the lighthouse itself. It is a heartbeat, patient and calm, echoing through the stone. And as you climb, your own heartbeat falls into harmony with it. Slower, softer, steadier, until the two are one. You pause for a moment, resting your hand upon the rail. It is cool, smooth beneath your palm, worn by countless other hands that have climbed before you. And as you stand there, listening, you can almost hear the footsteps of those who once walked this same path. Sailors seeking the light, keepers tending the flame, wanderers drawn by its glow. Their echoes are faint, but they are not gone. The tower remembers them, just as the sea remembers its ships. And now it remembers you. The spiral draws you onward. Step by step, turn by turn, you ascend higher, deeper into the rhythm. The walls curve around you, enfolding you like an embrace. And with every step, the outside world slips farther away. There is no time here, no wait of hours or days. There is only the spiral, the hum, the heartbeat, the rhythm that rocks you into rest. At last, faintly above, you see a glow. A warm circle of light spills downward, beckoning you onward. You follow it, slowly, gently, until the staircase opens into a wide chamber of glass and brass, where the great lamp turns in its slow, eternal dance. Its beams reach out across the night, sweeping over sea and sand, carrying with them a promise of safety, of peace, of unbroken rest. You stand within the chamber, surrounded by light. The spiral stair lies behind you, but its rhythm still hums within your body. You feel it in your breath, in your heart, in your thoughts, all moving now in circles, turning endlessly, calmly, as though you yourself have become part of the lighthouse, part of its eternal watch. The light turns, the heartbeat hums, the spiral holds you still, and in that stillness, you sink deeper, softer, farther into the night. You step from the spiral stair into the chamber above, and suddenly the night opens all around you. The walls of the room are glass, tall panes curved with the shape of the tower, polished and clear. Through them, The world unfolds in silver and shadow, the wide ocean stretching without end. The sky scattered with stars. The horizon glowing faintly with the slow dance of the lighthouse beam. You are standing inside a lantern of dreams, a chamber of glass and light, suspended between the sea and the sky. The lamp turns at the center of the room, steady and sure. Its great lens gleams with faint colors, a circle of crystal and brass, gathering the flame and sending it outward in powerful beams. Each time it turns, the light sweeps across the water, touches the sand, brushes the sky. The rhythm is endless, patient, hypnotic. A circle that never breaks. A circle that never sleeps. You stand quietly, breathing in the hum of the chamber. The air here is warm, touched by the glow of the lamp. It feels softer than the air outside, as if light itself has weight, as if it wraps around you in gentle layers. You breathe in, and the light fills your lungs. You breathe out, and it flows back into the room, circling, turning, like part of the same endless beam. With every breath, you become lighter, softer, drifting into the rhythm of the lamp. The glass walls shimmer faintly as the beam passes, painting fleeting shapes across the chamber floor. For a moment, the room glows with gold, then fades again to silver shadow. Then once more the light returns, bathing the room, wrapping it in brilliance before releasing it again. The alternation soothes you, light and shadow, like the gentle rocking of a cradle, like the closing and opening of heavy eyelids. You begin to sway with it, as though your whole body is being rocked toward rest. Through the glass, the ocean appears endless. The waves glitter when the beam touches them, then fall back into darkness, only to glitter again. The sea breathes in time with the lamp. The world breathes in time with the lamp. And you, standing within this chamber, feel yourself breathe in time with it too. The separation between outside and inside, between the sea and the self, begins to blur. You are not merely watching the light, you are part of the light, part of its rhythm, part of its eternal watch. You close your eyes for a moment, and even then, you see the light. It lingers behind your eyelids, soft and golden, spinning slowly, like a sun that does not burn, like a star that does not fade. It is not harsh, not sharp, not blinding, it is tender, patient, kind. It waits for you, it holds you, it guides you, and in its turning, you feel your thoughts turning too, circling slower and slower, until they no longer move at all. The hum of the lamp grows deeper as you listen. It vibrates gently in the floor, in the walls, in your very bones. It is a low, steady sound, like the earth itself breathing. With each vibration, tension slips away, muscles release. The weight you carried without knowing grows lighter, lighter still, until you are no longer certain where your body ends and the room begins. You are dissolving into stillness, dissolving into light. The glass chamber rocks softly with the wind, and for a moment, you imagine it drifting, not a tower of stone, but a lantern floating in the night sky. It drifts above the waves, above the world, carrying you gently within it. Each turn of the lamp is another step away from waking. Another step into dream. Another step into peace. The light circles. The room glows. The hum deepens. And you, standing here, are already half gone. Half dreaming. Half adrift. The glass room of light does not ask anything of you. It only offers. It offers its glow, its rhythm, its warmth, its silence. It asks nothing in return but your surrender, and so you surrender. You breathe with the lamp. You turn with the light. You drift with the waves. You dream with the sea. The glass walls fade from sight. The ocean dissolves. The stars dim softly. There is only the turning. There is only the hum. There is only the endless, gentle circle of light, rocking you deeper, farther, softer into sleep, and within that circle, you rest. The glass chamber fades slowly behind you, and as you turn your gaze outward once more, the sea begins to change. The moon still hangs above, patient and calm, but its silver light now falls upon a world softened by mist. A pale veil has risen from the ocean, curling gently above the waves, drifting across the horizon. It moves like breath, expanding and folding, obscuring and revealing, never still, never hurried. The mist carries a quiet magic, a silence deeper than the silence of night. You stand in the hush, listening. The sea is no longer sharp and clear, it is blurred, gentle, half a dream. And within that dream, shapes begin to appear. At first they are faint shadows, fragile lines drifting across the haze. Slowly, they grow clearer, forming the outlines of sails, pale, tall, and spectral. The sails move silently through the mist, like great wings gliding across the face of the ocean. One sail, then another. A ship drifts past, silent as a memory. Its sails glow faintly in the moonlight, its hull barely visible through the haze. Another follows, then another, each ship quiet, ghostly, wrapped in stillness. They do not rush, they do not hurry, they move with the mist itself, appearing for a moment, then dissolving again into the veil, as though they belong not to the world of waking, but to the world of dreams. You watch them pass, and you feel no fear. There is nothing haunting in them, nothing cold. They are gentle, soft, like visions woven from moonlight and water. Each one carries a story, but the story is not told. It drifts silently in the folds of the sails, in the curve of the hull, in the way they vanish without a sound. The stories are not for words, they are for rest. They are for sleep. The mist thickens, wrapping you in its embrace. It feels cool upon your skin, yet soothing, like a soft blanket drawn over your body. Each breath you take is filled with it, and as the mist flows through you, your mind grows quieter, thoughts blur, edges fade, and you begin to feel as though you yourself are dissolving into the haze. You are no longer separate from the sea, no longer standing on the shore. You are drifting, gliding, like the ships themselves. The sails in the mist carry you with them. You drift among them, unseen, weightless, One rises beside you, tall and white against the night sky, its mast groaning softly like a lullaby. Another glides ahead, vanishing into the veil, its lantern glowing dimly, a golden star swallowed by the fog. You follow without effort, carried not by footsteps, but by the quiet current of dream. The mist muffles the world. The waves are distant now, softened to a heartbeat's whisper. Even the turning light of the lighthouse is blurred, its beam bending through the haze, stretching and fading like a dream that does not want to end. The world has become hushed, tender, half asleep, and in that hush, you feel yourself drifting deeper, slower, softer. The ships pass one by one, endless as your breath. Each sail rises, lingers, and fades, like a thought that comes and goes without need to hold it. You do not reach for them. You do not cling. You let them drift as they wish. You let them carry you as they will. And with every ship that fades into the mist, another layer of wakefulness fades with it. Another thread of the day unwinds. Another door to sleep opens. At last, the mist thickens until the sails are gone, hidden once more within its folds. Only the hush remains. Only the breath of the sea. The breath of the fog. The breath of the night itself. You are no longer waiting for ships to pass. You are no longer watching. You are drifting with them, into the same silence, into the same calm. The sails in the mist are gone, the mist itself remains, and you, wrapped in its silver veil, sink deeper and deeper into dream. The mist drifts away little by little, dissolving into the air like a breath released. And once more the sea reveals itself, quiet now, softened, vast. The waves still rise and fall, but their voices are hushed, gentler than before, as though the ocean itself has surrendered to slumber. The lighthouse beam turns far behind, but even its light seems slower, calmer, more like a dream than a flame. The night stretches endlessly around you, and yet it does not feel empty. It feels full, filled with silence, filled with breath, filled with the tender weight of stillness. This is not the silence of absence, it is the silence of presence. It is the silence that comes when everything has found its rest. You breathe it in. The air is cool, touched by salt and silver. And with each breath you take, the quiet enters you more deeply. It settles in your chest. It settles in your limbs. It settles in your thoughts. Slowly, everything grows softer. Your body feels heavier, yet lighter at the same time, heavy enough to rest, light enough to drift. Above, the stars shine steadily. They do not sparkle sharply now, but glow softly, like embers at the edge of the sky. The moon hangs lower, its light gentler, dimmed by the hush of the night. Its glow falls over the water, over the sand, over you, wrapping you in silver warmth. It feels like a hand laid gently upon your brow, quieting your mind, guiding you deeper. The night does not hurry. It unfolds slowly, layer by layer, like the turning of pages you do not need to read. Each moment flows into the next without pause, without effort. You find yourself floating within it, carried not forward, not backward, but simply held. The night holds you. The sea holds you. The very air itself holds you. Until you no longer know where the world ends and where you begin. In this gentle night, there is no weight of time. The hours do not matter. The moments do not matter. The only rhythm that remains is the rhythm of breath, the rhythm of waves, the rhythm of the turning light far away, slow, steady, eternal, and within that rhythm, you drift deeper and deeper into calm. You may hear faint sounds, carried across the stillness, the quiet flap of a bird's wing in the distance, the soft sigh of wind brushing across the dunes, the distant murmur of a rope against a mast. Each sound is delicate, softened by the night, and each one fades quickly back into the silence, like ripples dissolving into the sea. The night accepts them all, and the night lets them go. And so do you. Your thoughts are like those sounds. They rise. They drift. They fade. You do not chase them. You do not need to. The gentle night takes them from you, carrying them away on its quiet tide. What remains is only rest. What remains is only peace. You feel yourself sinking now, as though the ground itself has grown soft beneath you, as though the earth has turned into a bed of quiet waves. You lie within it, weightless and safe, rocked by the endless lullaby of the sea. The lighthouse keeps watch. The stars keep watch. The night keeps watch. And because they keep watch, you may let go. The night whispers to you now, though not in words. It whispers in the hush of the tide, in the breath of the wind, in the silver glow of the moon. Its message is simple, eternal, tender: rest. Rest now. You are safe. You are held. You may close your eyes. And so you do. You close your eyes. You breathe. You drift. The gentle night wraps itself around you, and you sink farther, softer, deeper, until the world itself becomes a dream. The night is long. The night is kind, and within its arms, you rest. The gentle night holds you still, long and deep, until time itself seems to blur, and then, without hurry, without sound, a change begins. It is not sudden, it is not sharp, it comes softly, like a sigh at the edge of silence, like a new breath after a long pause. The night is not ending, it is only turning, slowly, tenderly, into dawn. Far at the horizon, the darkness begins to pale. The stars, one by one, grow faint, their glow softening as though they are drifting back into sleep. The moon lowers, its silver face fading into a softer light, as though it, too, is surrendering to rest. The sky becomes a canvas washed with the gentlest shades, grey, then blue, then a whisper of rose and gold. The colors do not push forward, they seep, they bloom, they spread like water into the quiet sky. The sea reflects it all. The waves no longer shimmer in silver, but in delicate hues of morning. Each ripple glows faintly, as though painted by invisible hands. The tide is calm, breathing in harmony with the newborn day. The mist drifts slowly away, vanishing like a dream that has served its purpose, leaving behind only the softness of memory. The lighthouse still turns. Its beam circles patiently. But now it glows gentler, paler against the light of dawn. It is no less faithful, no less constant. But it no longer needs to guide the sea. Morning is coming. And morning carries its own light. Yet the tower does not rest. It remains steady and sure. A quiet companion who has kept its promise through the night. And will keep it again when night returns. You breathe deeply. The air tastes different now, cool, but touched with warmth, filled with the faint scent of day. It slips through you like sunlight before it even touches the skin. Like hope that does not rush but waits, patient and calm. Your chest rises, your chest falls, and the rhythm of your breath is the same rhythm as the turning of the light, the same rhythm as the hush of the waves. You feel the first rays upon your skin, not harsh, not bright, but tender. They stroke your face, your hands, your body, as though the sky itself is laying its fingers gently upon you. The warmth does not wake you, it soothes you, carries you deeper. The dawn does not pull you upward, it cradles you downward, into a rest even softer than before. The world grows clearer, and yet you fade further into dream. The night has given you silence. The sea has given you calm. The lighthouse has given you safety. And now the dawn gives you rest. It tells you, you need not rise. You need not move. You need only drift, farther and farther, into the embrace that waits. The colors of morning spread wider. The waves hush lower. The beam of the lighthouse fades into pale light. And you, held between night and day, stand at the threshold of dream and sleep, ready to step into the last and deepest rest. Dawn has arrived. But it does not wake you, it rocks you gently. Like the final turning of the tide, it carries you softly, like a whisper of endless peace, and in its tender glow, you sink. The night has carried you far, the waves have sung their endless lullaby, the lighthouse has kept its faithful watch, and the dawn has arrived, soft and tender, to cradle you in its light. Now, everything becomes still. The sea no longer whispers of journeys, it only breathes, slowly, quietly, as though it too has fallen into dream. The stars have faded into silence, and the moon has closed its silver eye. The ships of memory have drifted beyond the mist. The spiral stair has wound itself into stillness, and the glass room of light has dimmed into calm. All that remains is rest. You are safe now. You are held. The world outside has quieted, and the world within has quieted too. There is no need to move, no need to think, no need to hold on. The journey is complete, and the destination is peace. Listen, just once more, to the breath of the sea, slow, gentle, eternal. Let it become your breath. Let it rock you, as the tide rocks the shore. Let it hush you, as the night hushes the day. Let it carry you where it carries all things, to stillness, to silence, to rest. The lighthouse stands behind you, its light still turning, though you no longer need its glow. It will keep watch through every hour, through every dream, through every moment of your sleep. You may surrender fully. For it will never tire. It will never falter. It will never sleep. And because it never sleeps, you may drift deeper, deeper, until you are gone into dream. The dawn's light folds over you now, not to awaken, but to comfort. It is soft, golden, infinite. It settles on your skin, seeps into your chest, lingers upon your breath. It does not call you forward, it draws you inward, into warmth, into silence, into the quiet center of sleep. Everything has slowed, everything has softened, everything has become light, and shadow, and hush. The ocean whispers one last time, not to tell you a story, not to guide you, but to remind you, you are safe, you are loved, you may rest. Its voice dissolves into your own breath. And soon you cannot tell where the sea ends and you begin. You are the waves now. You are the tide. You are the silence between one sound and the next. The journey has ended. The story has ended, and what remains is only rest. So close your eyes fully now. Drift. Sink. Let go. The night has given you its gift. The sea has given you its stream. The lighthouse has given you its light. And the dawn has given you its embrace. Sleep now. Deeply. Sleep now. Gently. Sleep now. Within the whisper of rest.